Hello everyone and welcome. We are live on Headers Hockey and we are ready for another season of Marblehead hockey. Welcome, glad you could join us tonight. I'm Steve Clay and we are just about ready to go. Didn't quite have the pregame we hoped for. The previous game ended right ahead of ours, but we are live now and glad you could be with us. It's Marblehead against Gloucester, as after 2 years, almost 2 years away from their home rink at Salem State, the Headers are back and ready to host a hockey game in front of fans. And it's just a really exciting time for everybody, and everybody's buoyed by the football Super Bowl win and hoping that carries into all the winter sports, including boys varsity hockey. It'll be the first year for Marblehead after the departure of Northeastern Conference MVP Will Scholl. The Headers will try and look for a little bit more of a balanced attack. They have a lot of depth on their forward lines. They have some returning D. They're breaking in some new players at that position. We'll tell you about that as we get on with the game. For right now, we're going to have the introductions of the starting lineup. Gloucester Fishermen are already 1-0. They beat North Reading in their first game. Brett Cunningham getting the start for Gloucester. Emerson Marshall, talented sophomore. One of the players to watch for on this Gloucester team. And Daniel O'Leary will get the start at forward. Ryan Frates on D, along with Robert Schuster. And Nicholas Tarantino will be the goalie for the Fishermen. The other player to watch for, of course, is Jack Costanzo. Did not play in their first game. He is dressed tonight. Marblehead, behind head coach Chris Wells, will take the L train to begin with. They start with the L line of Leveroni, Locke, and Laramie. Senior tri-captain Aiden Jalbert will start on D, along with Lyndon Dyer, and Nick Peters will be the goalie. So it's Hayden Leveroni, Chris Locke, and Carter Laramie starting for Marblehead on the front line. Believe we are dispensing with the anthem. And on we'll go into hockey. Again, the first test for Marblehead, and it's a stout one in the Gloucester Fishermen. Season starts with a couple of tough matchups for Marblehead. They get Gloucester and Masco, and then Gloucester again in their holiday tournament right out of the gate. So Marblehead has not scrimmaged, did not play in a jamboree, and so we will see what their 2021-22 season is going to bring, as Locke wins the faceoff and Aiden Jalbert dumps it deep. Leveroni is chasing. Frates will work it around. Leveroni gets the first hit of the affair. Marblehead can't keep it in. And now Marshall just overruns the puck. And Jalbert will restart. Now here's Carter Laramie on the left wing. Bodied down Frady's with a strong move. And worked out by Hogan Sedke, sophomore defenseman. And there's a shot, a backhand from Laramie. And the save made by Tarantino. So resetting the defensive pairs, I believe it was Matty Titus getting the start along with Jalbert. And now this pair is Hogan Sedke along with Lyndon Dyer. And Marblehead works it down deep. This is Eli Feingold. Header's second line is Feingold, Ryan, and Connor Jalbert. Jalbert can't keep it in at the point. That's knocked away. Sedke plays it across. Dyer able to just work it out, and in a flash, here comes Jalbert. Shoots just over the net. All the way back out to center ice. And there's his brother Aiden Jalbert back on the ice again. He's joined now by freshman Ryan Clay. On the D pair, there's a turnover in the zone. And the backhand, a couple of good chances were stopped. Clay catches it at the point. His slap shot is blocked, but he's able to get it back at center ice and play it over to Jalbert. Jalbert will rush the puck. Aiden Jalbert trying to take it around, and the nifty move and a nice save by Tarantino. So Marblehead with the good, solid play early on. And a couple of good chances. Nick Tarantino, a sophomore goalie for Gloucester, making a couple of nice saves. Now the Headers' third line is out there. Hart, Wyman, and Andy Titus. As Wells trying to work through all the combinations early in the game, get everybody some sea legs, as it were. Sedke comes back to play the puck. Plays it against the grain. Andy Titus loses an edge, but manages to get it out of the zone. And Hart will just get it deep. And Headers will change. 12:30 left in the first. Oh, I forget you can see that. In the first period. Has a big hit along the boards. Carter Laramie laying it down as the Leveroni Lock Laramie line is back out for the Headers. Laramie, one of the top goal scorers for top returning goal scorers for the Headers. And Wells is hopeful that he will do more of what he just did, which is use his 6'4" frame to make something happen. And now he picks the puck up on the right wing, gets it in. Leveroni will chase it around behind the net. Worked into the corner where Gloucester tries to work it out right in front of the Marblehead student section. It wasn't that big a hit, but made it sound that way. Now there's a turnover, and Locke with the score! Chris Locke with the goal. And Marblehead with the 1-0 lead as Locke with the goal. Chris Locke, who makes a lot of things happen with his speed. Marblehead wanted to get him to finish a little bit better, and he does just that. Locke with the goal. There's a shot, the first shot on Nick Peters in goal for the Headers. Now here comes Jalbert. Connor Jalbert leaves it behind nicely and back out to the point. The shot from Dyer just goes wide. Marblehead keeps up the offensive attack, and now Cunningham coming the other way, and there's a shot that's turned aside by Peters, and here come the Headers. Connor Jalbert will just get it deep, and Marblehead will do a full change. Big hits along the side, and now played back. Drake Wyman with it behind his own net. Works it around, and not out. There's a shot. Nice save by Peters. Shot from Joseph Orlando. And here come. But we do have a penalty, I believe, or was it just offside? Just an offside. Chris Locke with the goal. And Marblehead taking the 1-0 lead early, as now the fourth line for Marblehead is out. Connor Sheridan is there. And pieces of a line for Marblehead, but it on the icing, they'll bring out the top line once again. So Chris Locke with the goal, putting Marblehead up 1-0. Face-off win. Back to the point. Worked out. Quick play by Matty Titus to get it out of the way. Matty Titus, one of the defensemen new to the team this year, played JV last year, came up. Cam Patrick is also on the roster. He moved back from forward this year. Well, last year he was a forward, moved back to D. And Marblehead with the breakout. Here's Laramie. Laramie, the shot just over the net. Titus can't keep it in at the point. Comes all the way back down, where Chris Locke will retrieve it and start it up for the headers. Kept in at the point by Frades. Sedke chases it, works it around. Leveroni. Now Matty Titus. Marblehead manages to clear the zone, but can't get much of anything going. Now puck back to Gloucester. Behind their own net, Fishermen will work it up, but Eli Feingold on the boards, gets it in front. Tricky play in front, and it is tied up by Tarantino. The Locke with the goal. On a nice finish. Puck down in the Marblehead zone. Clay works it around. Can't get it out, but now there's a chance, and almost a nice lead pass ahead. And that will go for icing with 8:42 left to go in the first period. So a good start for the headers. Definitely had some good offensive chances. They've kept the puck out of their own zone a lot. Gloucester hasn't been able to get too much going. Has not been a super physical game yet at this point. And now here's an opportunity for Orlando, but he can't work it through the Marblehead D. But Gloucester takes over. Chance in the slot. Good stick by Aiden Jalbert, keeping that Gloucester chance away. Back to the point. Funny, that puck took a funny hop, but went wide of Peters. Now puck back in front. Taken, big hit. That's going to wind up being a penalty. Marblehead's going to go on the power play, as I think that was Jalbert that got hit. So Marblehead is going to have their first opportunity on the power play, leading 1-0 with 7:53 left to go in the first period. Definitely a open body hit after the puck had left. That kind of thing that used to be okay, but now is not. Now here's an opportunity. This is Marshall. He's dangerous on the short-handed bid. Gets a couple of opportunities, and Nick Peters makes a great save. Peters with the save. And that keeps this a 1-0 game. Marblehead still on the power play, their first power play unit out there. Feingold tries to take it into the corner. Locke chasing for it as well. Now Feingold with it. He'll play it down to Locke. Locke will turn it. Back in the corner, Laramie makes a nice kick to his forehand, leaves it behind. Nobody there to get it though, but Connor Jalbert comes in. Now there's another big hit, and that's going to be another penalty. As I said just a couple of minutes ago, that game hadn't really been physical yet, and it started to get physical. Eli Feingold got clobbered off the boards, into the boards, and all the old-timers having a little bit of a difficulty understanding the new USA Hockey and National Federation of High School Hockey rules. Second power play unit comes out for Marblehead. And they'll try and get something with the two-man advantage. Shot and a save. Second power play unit for Marblehead is Leveroni, Hart, and Aiden Ryan in the middle. Hogan Sedke and Ryan Clay. Clay with the puck now. Back to Sedke, who just misses. Back to the point. Clay with it. Going to walk in. Now gives it to Sedke. Sedke. Oh, doorstep tip. A try. Didn't work. Now back to the point again. Clay tries to set up Sedke. Sedke shoots it over the net. Clay will retrieve. He keeps it in. Again to Sedke. Sedke back to Ryan Clay. The one-timer off the pad. Good save there by Tarantino. Clay battling with it and makes a nice diving play to prevent Jack Delaney from getting anywhere with it. And Marblehead gets it deep. They'll change the D pair. Still a couple of seconds left on the two-man advantage. Jalbert with the shot, and that is deflected up into the netting by Tarantino as the first penalty expires. There's still 51 seconds left on the second penalty with 5:50 left to go in the first period. Some good chances for Marblehead. You're supposed to get good chances on a 5-on-3, to be honest, but good opportunity now. Jalbert will go back to Locke. Doorstep tip attempt again. Just can't connect with Feingold. Nice back check. And that is turned around. That was Connor Jalbert coming back to get that puck. Now, Colby Jewell will just carry it for Gloucester. Aiden Jalbert takes a big hit, and then just outside the zone, some of his teammates had already come into the zone, and that created the offside. 5:15 left to go. Marblehead still with 16 seconds left on the power play, and it's a nice face-off win from Jalbert, but it goes all the way past his brother Aiden. And Marblehead will try and get one more rush out of this, but now the penalty is over. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Connor Jalbert takes it away. And They got it in deep, but whistle blows. Believe Marblehead had too many men on the ice. Believe that's going to be the call. So Marblehead will have its first penalty to kill. The bench is still open. No one has gone yet to serve it. Still waiting to see who the lucky person is. It's going to be Drake Wyman. And let's see if the Marblehead penalty kill can prevent Gloucester from getting some chances. Back to the point now. That hit the post, and it is just poked away out of the zone by Feingold. Feingold and Ryan are up front. Dyer and Sedke are on the D pair for this penalty kill. Back to the point for Gloucester. Trying to work a little give and go. Marblehead plays it well. Referee falls down in the corner, but we play on. There's another shot and a tip and a score. The power play goal. Marshall had the shot from the point, but I believe it got tipped. And so that is goal for Gloucester. They are giving Marshall the goal. Thought it got hit by a Gloucester stick on the way in. But Marshall ties it up on the power play. Now Aiden Jalbert loses it, but he'll come back to center ice and get it. Hitting has picked up in this game. Matty Titus gets it up to Hayden Leveroni, who works it in. Chris Locke on the forecheck, chasing Robert Schuster, but Gloucester able to turn it around. Gloucester kind of picked up a little bit of momentum in the last half of this first period. Now Matty Titus will work it up, and nobody can touch it until they clear. So Dyer takes advantage. Aiden Jalbert takes advantage of that, gets hit for his trouble, and puck back out. There's a hit. Cam Patrick delivering that hit, but now during a change, here comes Marshall again. Shot goes through, is turned away by Peters. Andy Titus with it. He'll work it around to Hart. Hart tries to flip it. Can't connect with anyone. Gloucester with a little bit of an offensive attack now. Back to the point. There's a shot. Peters sees it at the last minute. Thankfully, it is between the A and the D in headers, and he is able to hang on to it. 2:25 left to go. Marblehead trying to survive this first period at this point. They came out with a strong start, but Gloucester has matched them the rest of the first period and has tied this game up at 1. These games are often close affairs. Now the puck comes out, and long cross-ice pass looking for Sedke, who is moving up into the play, but comes back. Ryan Clay will play it over to Feingold. Feingold with it. The shot just trickles off of Nick Tarantino. Back to the point. Clay is able to survive Joseph Orlando. And this one is sent deep by Gloucester. Jalbert able to work it around, but good forecheck, and the shot and the save by Peters. A bad giveaway in their own zone. and Marblehead almost pays for it. Jack Delaney walked out from behind the net and had a 5-bell chance with 1:36 left to go in the period. Dyer works it up, and Laramie gets it out. Now Chris Locke with the forecheck. Teams are often a little surprised by his speed. Now Aiden Jalbert tries to step up, makes an effort to get back into it. Nice play by Locke, getting back, and sorry, that was Connor Sheridan getting back and being able to affect that play. Now here's a chance for Laramie. Laramie tries to lay it back into the middle. And now you can see a little bit of the rust maybe for Marblehead. Looks like we're going to have a delayed penalty on Gloucester. And the whistle blew. Titus knocked it in. Andy Titus knocked it in. But as soon as that puck came near Tarantino, they blew the whistle for the delayed penalty, and the goal does not count. Ref was very emphatic about that. And it's a tough break for the Headers, who looked like they were poised to take the 2-1 lead as we head into the first intermission. But it is a penalty on Gloucester. Marshall gets it for interference, and Marblehead has about 40 seconds left to try and do something. Locke with it on the half boards. Walks in. Now Aiden Jalbert towards net, just wide. Locke behind the net to Connor Jalbert. Whips it in front. Nobody there. And now it's a 2-on-1 possibility. And a great save by Peters. Colby Jewell with the short-handed chance. Down to the last 10 seconds. And Marblehead, who started this period strong, I think is going to want to just get into the locker room and talk about this as we get to a 1-1 tie. Chris Locke, the goal for Marblehead. Emerson Marshall, the goal for the Fishermen. And that brings us to the end of the first period of play. We are tied at 1 apiece. We're going to take a break here, 15 minutes on the intermission clock. We'll be back with you in a bit. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're just about to get started with the second period of play. As you can see, Marblehead and Gloucester tied at 1 in the opening night of the 2021-22 Northeastern Conference hockey season for the Marblehead Headers. Fishermen have already played once. They beat North Andover to go to 1-0, and Marblehead really had the advantage in the first half of the first period. Chris Locke scored with about halfway through the first period. Locke unassisted. And about 4 minutes in, Chris Locke scored. But then after that, Marblehead failed to get anywhere on a 5-on-3 power play. Had a couple of good chances, but could not put the puck past Nicholas Tarantino, and that seemed to give Gloucester some energy that they used to come back and make a good run at the end of the first period. They got a goal on the power play from Emerson Marshall, assisted by Brett Cunningham. That one came at about the 8-minute mark of the first period. So that's where we are, 1-1. And now that Marblehead has their first period of hockey this season under their belt, we'll see if they come out. Certainly saw some jitters in the first period, and we'll see if that settles down for the Headers. As the teams go back to their respective benches, Marblehead has the rest of a 1:16 penalty on Marshall as we begin the second period. So I'm sure that's going to be a focus. The top power play unit will be out there, and Marblehead will see if they can get off to a quick start to the second period of play. Period of the long change. Marblehead just thrilled to be back at Salem State, their longtime home. Was not able to play here last year. And big student fan section. Some holdovers from the previous game, the Beverly Swampscott game. Beverly won that one 5-1. And it's a big crowd here at Salem State as we are underway in the second period. Connor Jalbert on the slick ice has the puck just get away from him. Feingold tries to delay until Connor Jalbert can get out of the zone, but can't, and Gloucester is able to clear it. 52 seconds left on the power play. Very slippery ice to begin the second period, and there's a takeaway by Jack Delaney. But Marblehead with it again. Aiden Jalbert will carry it, brings it into the zone, and just dumps it deep. Locke is down there for it. And big hit in the corner. But now it's back to the point. Aiden Jalbert will just play it down deep. Feingold leaves it for Connor Jalbert, and the puck just slips off of Eli Feingold's stick as Connor Jalbert made a terrific return pass to Feingold. And now the penalty is up. And Jalbert with a nifty little tight turn puts it back around, and Aiden Ryan will get it up. Clay off the half boards to Leveroni. And Gloucester able to turn it over. Here's Marshall. Marshall going one-on-one, and he goes under the crossbar. And Emerson Marshall, a pretty special offensive player, gives Gloucester a 2-1 lead with his second goal of the game. Marshall was one-on-one with Clay. Clay looked like he had forced him to the outside. Marshall said, "I'll take that," and put it right under the crossbar. Not much Nick Peters could do about that. So Gloucester now with the 2-1 advantage. And Marblehead, who dominated the early part of this game, with some work to do. Puck bounces in front. And Marblehead thought for a minute it had gotten behind the Gloucester goalie, but was not to be. Offensive zone faceoff. Locke gets tossed. It'll be Carter Laramie to take the draw against Marshall. Lyndon Dyer steps up, keeps it in, but the Fishermen take over and get it out to center ice. Big hit by Gloucester. Now here's Marshall into the middle. Shot is tipped away by Peters. Nice save. And now Leveroni. He's got a cannon for a shot, but he misses the net. Aiden Jalbert able to just stop the play, but now it's a 2-on-1 and a chance, and the save. Puck is still loose. Peters trying to cover it up, and he does finally, as he made a nice save on the initial shot. The initial shot came from Nicholas White. And Peters made the save, thought he had it trapped, maybe between his arm and body, but it had trickled away, and then it was live, and Peters managed to pounce on it. So Marblehead trying to get out of their own zone now, and Jalbert will leave it for Aiden. Backhanded pass, chance for Feingold, and now there's some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Whistles blow. I assume we'll have matching. Minors. Nope, we're not going to have anything. We're just going to have boys cut that out with 11:50 left to go in the second period. Gloucester with the 2-1 lead. 2 goals by Emerson Marshall, the talented sophomore for the Fishermen. Now, Connor Jalbert tries to leave it in front. And there's a long pass out to center ice. Aiden Jalbert chasing, puck in on Peters, and he will just hold it for the faceoff. So Gloucester started about midway through the first period, really started to be able to break out of their own zone better than they previously had. And now that's been pretty effective for them. Wyman wins the draw. But it's kept in. Cam Patrick can't quite chase it down. Knocked away by Wyman. Marblehead can't clear it. Wyman will try it the other way. Sedke. And Andy Titus able to just get it out. Connor Sheridan chases it in the corner. Patrick will keep it in deep. But Gloucester will take it now. Schuster. Long pass in the middle of the ice. Looking for Jewell. Jewell lays the big hit on Patrick. Kept in at the point. This one goes up in the air. And Connor Sheridan will give chase. There's a steal, though. Kept in. Nice stick there by Locke, who gets it down low. Ryan Clay Can't keep it in at the point. And now it's knocked in down deeper. And there's a long cross-ice pass. Clay will control it. He'll get it back in. Comes all the way around. Leveroni able to get it. Now here's a 2-on-2. And good D by Ryan Clay. He saw that pass coming across the middle and did a nice job to defend the recipient of that pass. Net comes off its moorings. Whistle blows. 9:54 left in the second. But Marblehead needs to step it up here. They need to find some offensive chances. Now Clay is able to get it up. Aiden Ryan with it. Ryan with the shot. Juicy rebound. Comes all the way out. Gives Gloucester an opportunity on the break. Puck comes out in front. And the net is off the mooring. That puck took a crazy bounce out in front. Peters dove for it. Ryan Clay was there. He tried to knock it away. And it'll be a face-off. So Marblehead really on their heels a little bit more here in this second period. And they'll send the top line back out. Laramie able to get it out to center ice. And Locke with it. Lots of collisions. And honestly, I mean, I know it seems silly to say the ice is very slippery, but something with the resurfacing seems to have given it a little extra oomph. All of the passes and stick handling maneuvers that people are doing, just nobody can seem to control the puck here in the second period. .8:55 left to go. And once again, defensive zone face-off. There's a chance right off the face-off, but it is blocked. Here comes Connor Jalbert working on his defender. Leaves it right in front. Aiden Ryan can't catch up to it. Now down in the corner, trying to work it around. Dyer will get it deep. Connor Jalbert with a nifty move, turns around, tries to go under the crossbar, and either just missed or Tarantino got a piece of it. There's a puck that rolls in on the Fisherman goalie, and he's able to tie it up for the faceoff. So offensive zone chance now for Marblehead. That was a little bit better of a shift for the Headers, who trail 2-1 here on 2 Emerson Marshall goals for Gloucester. And it'll be the Hart, Wyman, Titus line for Marblehead. As puck scoots out to center ice where Gloucester is able to take it. Puck back in the middle. Wyman makes a nice move. Wyman 2-on-2. Shot blocked by the defender. The defender rides Wyman hard into the boards after that. I believe that was Marshall. Now there's a chance. Kick save by Peters on the Brett Cunningham chance. And now the Headers bring it back in, but it's going to be offside. Choppy second period. And Marblehead looking for some rhythm to their game. The L's are back out. Puck goes off of Matty Titus's skates. Nice defensive play by Hogan Sedke. And then almost a great chance in the middle for Aiden Donald. But here's Laramie coming the other way. Shoots, save. Laramie still with it. Back out in front, back to the point. Matty Titus, his shot is kicked wide. And now some chances for Marblehead. Leveroni able to just keep it ahead. Back to the point, towards the net. Locke chases it, sends it down deep. Leveroni fends off the hit. And Gloucester able to just clear it out. Nice play chasing that one down. And now is a chance for Jalbert. Jalbert just can't convert. Nice save by Tarantino. Now here comes a 2-on-1 opportunity for Gloucester. Great back check by Eli Feingold to take that one out of trouble. And Marblehead just keeps missing the puck in the second period. Aiden Ryan gets whacked for his troubles. 6 minutes left to go in the second. And that one's going to be offside by about 1.5 miles. Do not think that Orlando saw how far offside Colby Jewell was. And they will reset. So some signs of life offensively for Marblehead. A couple of good chances by Connor Jalbert. Tarantino with a nice save. And this one's sent down in. Aiden Jalbert will play it up. And again, it's just off a Marblehead stick. Clay stops it with his foot. He'll try and play it over to where he thought Aiden Jalbert was, but instead it's Eli Feingold. And Marblehead able to work it in. But they're going to go for a change. And the long pass to Marshall. Cunningham. Marshall shoots and he scores again. And once again, it seemed like a play that Marblehead had well defended. And that's just a goal scorer's move, just a snipe from Marshall, and that's the hat trick for Emerson Marshall. And it is 3-1, Gloucester with the lead. Now Laramie with it at center ice. Tries to make a move around, and puck is off its moorings again. And we'll have a stoppage with 5:09 left to play. So Emerson Marshall with two really pretty goals in the second period. And giving Gloucester the 3-1 lead. Locke tries to keep it in. And now has it at the blue line. His shot is wide. Laramie chases it back to the point. Sedke tries to make a move around. Puck in front and a chance for Connor Sheridan. Now almost a chance for Marshall on a breakaway. Peters is able to stick it away. And Connor Jalbert works it up, has the puck, shoots into the glove of Tarantino. Nick Tarantino has been good for Gloucester. And right now he has the Fishermen to a 3-1 advantage late in the second. Jalbert tries again to stick it under that crossbar from the tight angle. Doesn't work. And now puck out. Center ice. Jalbert. And And the puck is iced. Sorry, I think that was Aiden Ryan, maybe. Oh, sorry, nope. That was Brennan Baker for the Jumbos. Now here comes Ryan. Evades the hit. Puck back in the zone. Brennan Baker, senior, number 9, getting a chance now on D. Ryan comes in to make the hit, but Gloucester able to move the puck out to center ice. Feingold attacks it, and then there's seemingly Gloucester players everywhere. And there's the puck out to Aiden Jalbert. Ryan is up in the rush. Andy Titus back to Jalbert. Backhand is stopped by Tarantino. 3:19 left to go in the second. Been a choppier pace of play here in the second. And it's the 2 goals by Emerson Marshall that have made the difference, giving Gloucester the 3-1 advantage. And here come the Fishermen again. 3-on-2. And there's another goal, and it's Marshall again in the middle on the rush, and there's not much there. Nothing Marblehead has been able to do to stop Emerson Marshall today. And where it says GLO up in the top of the score bar, it might as well say Emerson Marshall, because he has all 4 goals for the Fishermen. And that was just a very nice finish on the 3-on-2. Back check didn't get there in time, and Marshall able to finish. So now Marblehead in quite the hole, and Cunningham scores again. So that's the first goal that's not Emerson Marshall for Gloucester, but it puts Marblehead in a big hole now. Cunningham with the goal to make it 5-1. And the large Marblehead student section is very quiet at this point. Top line is back out for Marblehead. Leveroni, Locke, and Laramie with a D pair of Aiden Jalbert and Ryan Clay. Two freshmen on this Marblehead roster to start the season. Kyle Hart getting some time on that third line, and Ryan Clay on D, seen some minutes. Puck is shot in by Gloucester, worked around by Clay, and the breakout to Leveroni. Leveroni collects it, comes in, misses on the shot. Clay with the hit on Cooper, able to keep the puck in momentarily. And now there's a long puck ahead, and Peters is just going to stop it. 1:57 left to go. But the proverbial roof has fallen in on the headers here in the second. 4 second period goals, 3 of them by Emerson Marshall. And Marblehead looking at a 5-1 deficit. Gloucester tries to get it in front. Connor Jalbert just has it poked off his stick. Gloucester D will take over again. They can afford to be careful with the puck at this point. With the 5-1 lead, get to the second intermission. Hogan Sedke now with it. Takes it over the line, makes a nice move. Tries to work it onto his forehand, but it is tied up nicely by Tarantino. Sedke tried to get the puck back onto his forehand, but the Gloucester defense was there and prevented him from getting anything that resembled a reasonable chance. 1:16 left. And once again, it is Leveroni Loch Laramie for Marblehead. At the point, Sedke just has it poking away. He tried a little quick release slap shot, but couldn't make it happen. Now Laramie pushes it deep, still has it, rolls it in on Tarantino. Tarantino will just cover up and take the face-off. I don't quite think he knew where it was. But it was under him the whole time. And he was able to stop it. As we're into the last minute of play here in the second period, and nothing Marblehead wants more than to get to the locker room, except to maybe try and get a last-minute goal. And Aiden Jalbert knocked off his feet by Delaney. Laramie chases. Cunningham. Marshall with the pass. Marshall probably had an angle where he could have tried to stick that in himself, but he didn't take it. Now Cunningham goes either over the net or Peters may have gotten a piece of that. And another whistle blows. .3 left on the clock. Marblehead will just try and get this out of the zone, maybe get one more chance to attack. Puck squirts in front, and Marblehead able to get rid of it. Loch's just going to eat it for the last 10 seconds of the period. And there's a shot and a score with 1.5 seconds left to go. Marblehead couldn't clear it, and it wound up on the stick of Aiden Donald, and Donald puts it home for another Gloucester goal. And this is starting to turn into a bloodbath. Headers were just trying to kill off the last couple of seconds of the period and could not do so. And the puck wound up in front and right in the slot with a chance for Aiden Donald, and Donald able to put it home. So that is the end of 2 periods of play, and the second period, just a disaster for Marblehead. They'll try and regroup and come out in the third period here of their opening game and see what they can muster for period number 3. But after 2, the score is Gloucester 6 and Marblehead 1. We'll be back with the third period in 15. Actually, they set the clock to 11 to 12 minutes between the second and third period. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Well, welcome back to Headers Hockey. We're ready to head into the third period, and it was not a good second period for Marblehead in their season opener. As they gave up 5 goals in the second. To go down 6-1. So now we'll see what they have in the third period. Emerson Marshall scored the first 4 goals of the game for the Fishermen. And the last 2 were on, actually 3 of the 4 were on almost identical shots under the crossbar on a from not great angles, to be honest, from pretty wide. Defenseman in most of the cases had taken Marshall wide, and then his 4th goal, there was a inability to get back on the back check that left him wide open in the slot, and he's not going to miss there. So 15 minutes of hockey left to play, and an opportunity for Marblehead to establish themselves and get some momentum going into Saturday's game against Masco. Marblehead wins it. Cam Patrick gets it deep for the Headers. But on the freshly Zamboni'd ice, puck back out in front, still loose. And puck's just not moving. Marblehead with it. Laramie makes a nice play, puts it in on Tarantino, and he makes the save. One of the refs has come over. I don't know if they want a squeegee. I don't know what they're contemplating doing, but the ref just came over and talked to Marblehead Athletic Director Greg Zaglarski. So of course, at the same time, a couple of minutes to let the ice settle wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either, as Marblehead sends out the Aiden Ryan. Actually, now it's a mix. No, it's Feingold, Ryan, and Jalbert. Hogan Sedke and Ryan Clay are the defensemen. Still not completely sure what the delay was, but even if the delay was just to wait a few minutes to try and get the ice to settle down a little bit. And there's a play through center ice, and puck just stops, and this is getting silly. Feingold able to get it into the middle, but can't connect. Now Feingold with it again. Shot in. Tarantino with the rebound. Aiden Ryan takes a whack at it, but Tarantino is able to hold on to it. And both teams will change up. So not really helping Marblehead's cause to try and get back into this game is the ice just being in terrible condition right now, and Aiden Jalbert with a chance from the point. Now the puck finally makes its way back to center ice, and Jalbert able to get it down deep. Andy Titus on the forecheck. Gets the turnover. Able to get it into the middle, and Drake Wyman just couldn't get a stick on it. Jalbert gets it in deep. Titus chases again. Headers looking for a little bit of that energy, and Andy Titus plows over Donald, Aiden Donald, and he's going to the box for that. So thin line sometimes. You want to create some energy, but you don't want to wind up in the penalty box. So Titus to the box. Marblehead on the kill. Matty Titus now with it. Gets it up. Connor Jalbert. Also Jacob Eisenman in there, and he gets a whack at the puck. Eisenman getting a shot on this penalty kill. Missed most of the last 2 seasons with injury. And now healthy again in his junior year. And meanwhile, I think we had something with the clock where it didn't start. Oh man, I really have no idea what's going on here. Andy Titus is now out of the box. That was not 2 minutes. But whatever the case, that is, we are back to 5-on-5 hockey, with Gloucester still hanging on to that 6-1 lead. Rolled back in on Tarantino. Tarantino has been the master of kind of just getting those softer shots in on him and just pouncing on them. Marblehead has not created a lot of great offensive scoring chances. It started so promisingly for them when Chris Locke had the first goal. And now we're going to have an elbowing penalty. I believe that's going to go on Gloucester. So Marblehead will go on the power play in desperate need of a goal. It'll be Locke, Laramie, Connor Jalbert, Aiden Jalbert, and Feingold on the power play. Puck down deep, but just over the stick of Connor Jalbert. Aiden Jalbert able to just keep it in. Feingold rushes it down into the corner. Connor Jalbert with it. Tries the wraparound backhand in front. Chris Locke turns into the slot. Kick save, and Laramie just can't get a stick on the rebound. Nice kick save by Tarantino. He had to flash out that right pad. And Jalbert, Connor Jalbert takes it down in. Aiden Jalbert keeps it alive at the point. Back to Feingold. Feingold with the wrist shot. It is blocked. And Eli just can't get the puck at the point. Locke tries to leave it back, and it's cleared all the way down. Still 45 seconds left on the power play. Goes off Aiden Ryan's stick, no icing. In the corner, back to the point. Ryan Clay shot in on net. Tarantino sticks it aside. Now Aiden Ryan circles around. He'll play it back to Clay at the point. Clay will go back to Ryan in the corner. Clay with the shot, looking for the tip, and a chance on the bounce off the backboard. No luck there. Back to the point. Clay will work it down in. Penalty is just about up. Hart. Ryan in front. And there's a great save by Tarantino, and the rebound just bounces over. And now here comes Gloucester 3-on-2. Marshall looked like it was offside. Clay stops it with his foot. And off comes Hart. Here's the trailer. It's Clay, and he shoots it over the net. Great chance moving up into the play for Ryan Clay. And he just put one over the net. And now here comes Marshall again. And the shot and the save with 9:38 left to go. So some chances on the power play, a couple of chances after the power play. But nothing, and a very, as you can hear, a very quiet Salem State rink at this point. Marblehead had hoped this would be a raucous opening day party. And good D there now. Jalbert stops it at the point. His shot in right on Tarantino. Nobody there for a tip, and Tarantino does not give up the rebound. Tarantino has been solid. Sophomore. This is a pretty young Fisherman team. And as I alluded to incorrectly at the beginning of the game, we thought we might see Jack Costanzo. And he has not played tonight. He did not play in their first game, did not play tonight. And so he is an extremely talented forward as well. And if you take how well they've done today and add Costanzo to the mix, that could be a pretty potent Fisherman team. Marblehead cycling it, trying to keep it alive. Shot by Sedke, goes off a leg. And then Sedke knocks down his opposing number, Delaney. Wyman gets it back in, and it's a full change for the Headers. Locke with the forecheck, but Gloucester able to move it out. Aiden Jalbert steps up with the hit. Now Laramie tries to control it. Pass in front is just knocked away. And Marblehead will start it back up. Aiden Jalbert gets around the check. Tosses it in front, and a shot and a save by Costanza. By Tarantino. There's a drive that's wide. That was Chris Locke with a chance. And Nicholas Tarantino came up big on that. No icing called on that. Didn't see it hit anybody, but here come the Headers. And now there's a long pass ahead, and it's Marshall again. Pass across, and the shot and the save with 8:22 left to go in the period. So a little bit more, a couple more chances from Marblehead in this period, but Nick Tarantino has been up to all of them. Made a great save on Chris Locke just a moment ago. Puck back to the point for Gloucester. Marblehead still can't clear it, and it comes all the way on the near side for the goal. And that is Cunningham again with the goal. Another breakdown in the defensive zone. And the goal given up. Cunningham, believe that's his second of the day. It makes it 7-1 Gloucester. Headers come back. Puck just back out to center ice. Clay able to get it back in. And now Kyle Hart sweeps it away. Andy Titus can't pick it up, and it comes back to the Gloucester D. And they will just dump it in. Cam Patrick back to retrieve it. He'll play it across to Clay. Clay manages to move the puck while not getting crushed. And they work it down into the zone. Eisenman with a big hit. And now comes the other way. Puck out in front. Another opportunity. And Eisenman tries to work it out, but instead throws it onto the Marblehead bench. .7:10 left to go. And it is now 7-1 Gloucester. So lots to work on for the Headers, and definitely a tough start. Gloucester, a good team, but not the result likely that Chris Wells and the coaching staff were looking for here in game one. Puck goes into the corner. Matty Titus works it around. And now it'll be retrieved by Gloucester. Carvelis tries to get it back to the point. It skips over. Marblehead coming after it quickly. Derek Elms able to pick it up, but loses the puck. And here comes Sedke, but he's broken up. And now a chance for Carter Laramie. Tries the toe drag, comes out, back to the point, and Brennan Baker just coming on the ice, able to one-time that, but Tarantino able to make the save. Gloucester with it. Sedke tries to step up, but Gloucester able to clear. Now back in the middle. Fishermen are going to get it back out. Good forecheck attempt there by Connor Jalbert, but it's brought back in by Delaney. Delaney gets around Sedke and puts it in over. So now that he has finally turned around, I apologize. Looks like they made a change between the second and third period, and it has been Griffin Winter in net for the Headers. So Winter is a junior. He's transferred from St. John's Prep. He did his first 2.5 years there and then came back to Marblehead. And playing his junior year for the Headers. So he came in the third for Nick Peters. And the Gloucester Snipers have gotten the best of both Peters and Winter today. Jalbert gets it ahead. Hart. Tarantino gives up the rebound. Dyer tries to keep it in. Now it's kept in by Wyman. Dyer with the poke check, and he'll just get it back deep in the zone. Andy Titus will chase. And Gloucester will work it out. Connor Sheridan comes off the bench to lay a big hit. But Marblehead not really able to work the puck well out of the zone. And now an opportunity. Winter with a nice save. Marblehead able to clear it out. 4:28 left to go in the third. And the score bar is right. 8-1 Gloucester. Locke defended well. That was just good, solid D. Chris Locke tries to work it up, and now Ryan Clay actually on the forecheck, able to get the puck, tries to turn it around. Freshman defenseman Ryan Clay coming in for it. But nobody following him. Now Leveroni. Laramie just can't get a shot off. Aiden Jalbert's shot is wide. Big hit in the corner. And Aiden Jalbert has been getting punished against the boards all night long. Senior tri-captain, one of the leaders of this team. And such promise to start, and they will, it's a long season left to go. They will need to regroup and come back out against Masco on Saturday. Titus puts it in front. Puck somehow doesn't go in from Sheridan, and then Sedke misses the net. Sorry, that was Hart. Hart had it right in the slot, and somehow puck did not go in. As now Gloucester with it again, and Griffin Winter makes the save on the shot from Colby Jewell. 2 minutes exactly left to go in this 8-1. Patrick tries to get it out of trouble. Laramie just works it out of the zone. And backhanded pass from Sheridan. Now, Laramie is upended. And Gloucester defenseman falls. And Marblehead still can't really make anything happen with it. Lyndon Dyer absorbs the hit against the boards, gets it deep. Under 90 seconds left to go in this one. And here comes Gloucester again. Getting it down deep. Dyer ties his man up against the boards. And now he'll get it out to center ice. Very, very quiet Rocket Arena here at Salem State University. This was to be the night they returned after almost 2 years away from Salem State. This was to be the big return night, and it has not gone the way the Headers wanted to. Full credit to Gloucester. Terrific team. Some real offensive firepower. And solid defense, good goalie. Definitely look like they could be one of the teams, if not the team, to beat in the NEC North. Puck comes back out on the missed centering opportunity. Andy Titus gets it over to Chris Locke. Locke will try and play it back to the point. Aiden Jalbert will just play it deep. kept in by Marblehead, but the last 15 seconds set to tick off, and puck played back to the D. Ryan Clay will take it. And that is going to be it. So an impressive performance by Gloucester, and a disappointing one for the Headers. Final score in this one, well, you can see it, and it's not pretty. Gloucester 8 and Marblehead 1. Headers play next on Saturday. That's a road game against Masco up at the Haverhill Valley Forum. Do not, Masco may be streaming that game. Do not believe we'll be bringing you that game here on the Headers Hockey YouTube channel. But for now, that's going to do it for us. I'd like to thank my camera operator, Tim Clay. And thank you for tuning in. Even though it wasn't, if you're a Headers fan, it wasn't necessarily what you wanted to see. For everybody here, I'm Steve Clay. Once again, the final score, Gloucester 8 and Marblehead 1.